Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I am Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in this reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through the cards. So the first card we have is the Death card showing up in the reverse, and we also have the Nine of Cups. We do have some Scorpio energy with the Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. And we have the Knight of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse. So the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse, this does feel like somebody making a decision, somebody coming to a conclusion on something. I also feel that with the Seven of Cups, this also feels like an energy of somebody really being in a decisive space when it comes to being able to prioritize something that means a lot. So I do feel like with the Seven of Cups, this does feel like a lot of options, but I do feel like with it in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to make a decision and sticking to it. I also feel like it's a more grounded perspective on the whole situation. And I do feel like this is a bit more of a grounded approach towards decision making that's being implemented here. I do feel like there is also a sense of being more so realistic in the outlook of things, as well as even just when it comes to how to be able to actually have things happen and make things happen in a way that can allow for some follow through. With the Death card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of somebody's trying to hold on. I do feel like you could be dealing with someone who they could actually have a little bit of an attachment formed to you or to the situation, but they're not going to let it go that easily. This does feel like an energy of wanting to hold on even longer than what may feel like life is really pushing someone to do. This does feel like being in resistance to letting go. I do feel like this person is very much all in. I do also feel like it could even be that this person is quite invested in something to the point that they don't want things to change with you. I do feel like there's a desire to hold on. And I do feel like with the Death card, this can be a bit of intense energy. That there's a sense of wanting to be able to ensure that they don't want to lose you is what I'm getting. With the Nine of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like a positive energy. I do also feel like that's also a positive energy that you get to experience on your own for yourself. Feels quite fulfilling. And I do feel like, especially emotionally, this feels like being in a good place. I do feel like with this Nine of Cups, though, that when it comes to that positive energy, it's also something that does also go spread out as far as also affect the external things around you, being something that's also influencing your mood. And I do feel like it's happening in a positive way. This Nine of Cups does feel like a wish fulfillment, but I also feel like it's really about being able to get to a place where you're able to actually take in a lot of enjoyment with what you're seeing in your surroundings. And I do feel like with this Nine of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually experience a very positive energy within a situation with someone as far as the way they're making you feel. I also feel like with this Nine of Cups, this also feels like good news. This feels like a wish fulfillment. I feel like it's you getting what you want. And I do feel like being able to actually experience and relish in the satisfaction of being able to see it come your way. The Knight of Swords, this feels like an energy of somebody's coming in. I do feel like this feels like an energy of somebody who's quite decided. They very much are in a space where they know what they want. And I do feel like they are quite straightforward in the communication regarding that. So the Seven of Cups showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of someone taking things more seriously. And I also feel like there's also a sense of being able to make a decision amongst many options. So this Knight of Swords, this feels like being able to go after what one wants. And I do feel like being able to hear from someone, I do feel like there is a very direct message in what this person has to share with you. So I do get communication from somebody when it comes to them reaching out to you. I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Devil card. And you have some Capricorn energy with this. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. And we have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Five of Wands also in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse as well. So this Queen of Swords showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually really prioritize the emotions, and also being able to actually get into somebody's heart space as opposed to really over intellectualizing things. Do you feel like this is also a sense of being able to have somebody let their guard down? And do you feel like that is also allowing for being able to actually connect with somebody from a more authentic space? I do feel like with this Queen of Swords showing up in the reverse though, there is a sense of also someone who may have a past that's quite influential as far as the way that what's impacting them right now. I do feel like that's something that does weigh heavy on them, but with this card showing up in the reverse, this feels like that's not something that's influencing their moves. It does feel like a more authentic energy, as well as an energy of being able to actually be more so open to what comes in the connection as opposed to trying to control all outcomes. I do feel like with the Devil card again that there is a sense of someone feeling very attached to the situation. I do feel like there is a sense of also that being something that is kind of lingering, sense that this person is overly reliant on the situation, and I do feel like they're very attached in the connection with you. I do feel like though with the Devil card showing up over here, this could also mean this person showing up in ways that feel a little bit toxic, but I do feel like it's because of this desire to be able to hold on. And I do feel like this person may even have what feels like abandonment issues, and that's also something that can be a bit of a driving force. But with the Devil card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being quite they're quite enamored. There's a sense of being fixated on this connection and not losing it. I do feel like with this Devil card that it does go quite deep, especially for this person, and it could even be more than they let you know or let you in on, but it is something that does affect them, especially mentally, emotionally, on a deep level. With the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually get to a place where there is a sense of feeling comfortable. Do you feel like with the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of being able to overcome any kind of obstacles that were in your way when it comes to being able to get to a place that you want to get to? So I do feel like this is a pretty good time on a personal level, on an individual level. And I do feel like with the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of being welcome. So I do feel like as far as where you're at right now, this feels like a pretty good place on an individual level. With the Five of Wands showing up in the reverse, this even feels like an energy of wanting to be able to kind of make peace. I do feel like there is also a sense of someone kind of taking accountability with this card showing up in the reverse. This feels like an energy of being able to actually bring back peace into a situation or be able to make a wrong right. There could even be an apology with this that's been owed to you, that's being offered to you. I'm going to clarify these cards. We have give your relationship a chance. We have it is safe for you to love. And stay optimistic about your love life. So with the give your relationship a chance card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who wants you to give them a chance. I do feel like though, this person may be in a space where they could be actually a bit overwhelmed or consumed within their feelings regarding the situation and not losing it, and also not losing you. There's a desire to be able to give things a chance and wanting you to give them a chance. I do feel like they want to work something out with you. I also get that with the Five of Wands in the reverse. There is something to work through, to work out, to be able to actually bring back some kind of a restoration and forgiveness and peace into a situation. This person may want to be able to actually bring that back into a situation because they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose the situation. I do feel like this person is especially in a space where they would have a really hard time with letting you go, perhaps even more so than you would, especially with these cards. But with the it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being given the green lights in a situation when it comes to being able to enter into something deeper with someone. And I do feel like with that Nine of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being in a space where you're about to or you're open to taking that next step within a connection with someone. I do feel like though with that Five of Wands in the reverse, this feels like having something to work through, but I do feel like there is that opportunity to be able to actually get through that and get through that quite well with someone. With the Five of Pentacles showing up in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of having had experienced what may have felt like a rejection. You may have perceived it as a rejection, but with it in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to hear back from somebody who may have seemingly turned their back on you or abandoned you in a situation. And I do feel like with the It Is Safe For You to Love card, there's a sense of being able to connect with someone from a more authentic space. And I do feel like your connection is able to actually grow deeper because it's coming from a more authentic space. And I do feel like with the stay optimistic about your love life card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who may be asking or seeking a second chance with you, but I also feel like there's somebody else coming in here with that Knight of Swords showing up over here. So I do feel like there's a serious energy with that, but I also feel like it's quite decisive energy. I do feel like there is a chance for being able to enter into something that's going to be quite serious. And I also feel like there is a sense of this person being somebody who's taking things quite seriously with you. I do feel like with the Devil card showing up over here, that this could be a past energy. This could also be a sense of having started something off on a foot that felt a little bit, I feel like it wasn't truly honoring what was being offered to you. So I do feel like with the Devil card, this person could be somebody who kind of struggles when it comes to being able to present themselves and also be able to seek something out. But I do feel like they really do desire something deep, something connected. I do feel like though with the Devil card, it's like they are taking an approach that is also a little bit hard to read and hard to be able to navigate with this person. I do feel like there's a sense of wanting something more than they are letting on. And I do feel like there's a sense of being able to work something out with someone. This could be a past person, but I also feel like this is a sense of being able to work something out with someone in the current energy as well. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.